We're going to go start from the bottom, from the fifth up to the first, and we're talking about the fifth prediction here. So in 2025, personalized workplace development will become the standard, eliminating the one-size-fits-all of training. Now, Fiona, how does AI make this possible, and what is the impact on organizations trying to upskill at scale?
Well, first of all, thanks for inviting me on this, Jennifer. I'm looking forward to this conversation. And actually, even though this might be down there as the fifth, it's one of my favorites because I've been in this industry for 25 years and we have been promising personalization because of digital learning really way back into the 25 years ago, and we have failed. We have not achieved what we had promised, which was to deliver to the learner what they need to know minus what they already know. But there's going to be different ways that we can do this now that we've got AI. So it's not about what in the, I'm not sure whether this translates very well, but in England, we talk about sheep dipping and, one size fits all, being sheep dipped with, the compliance training or whatever. It's not about that. But actually, it's not even about recommendations engines either. That was what we were talking about when we were talking personalization. It's not enough. There are a couple of areas that are developing now. I would see one as being adaptive learning, and it's where the system gets to know what the individual does know and their context, and then can take them, provide them with what they don't know or what they're forgetting. And I think the other thing, which is something that I know that you guys do, is that kind of learning agent, where the individual, the learner, can actually start just to ask questions, and the agent knows their context and therefore will answer accordingly. And that's real personalization. It's about a conversation, and that's when we start to get efficient and effective about our learning.
Hey, Don, I don't know if you can top that, but how is Cypher Learning enabling the shift from, and I just love it, from sheep dipping, and what results are customers already seeing as you're helping them make this shift over?
Well, Jennifer, again, thanks for having me. I love this conversation with Fiona and you as well. That helps us kind of bring forward some examples of what we're seeing at Cypher Learning, where we introduced Cypher AI 360 that helps organizations transition from outdated, as you said, one-size-fits-all trends in historical training to a more dynamic and more personalized experience that delivers real business impact. And one of the examples we typically talk about, at least in the education space, is our client EduSem, who is a private educational institution in Mexico. They use Cypher AI 360 to develop over 2,500 courses in just 4 weeks to really reach new markets and help students get the training they need in areas that are rapidly evolving very quickly, so they're skilled and ready for employment. And typically that process for an educational institution might take months, right? And then we're talking about 4 weeks, right? Using this new, right, more advanced and dynamic way of developing courses versus traditional kind of, more hands-on and manually intensive processes. And so beyond efficiency, what AI allows us to do is also focused on personalized learning agents, which is a topic that Fiona just raised, where agents are starting to develop a persona-based application where it can guide, for example, employees through learning paths, testing and evaluating their progress on certain types of skills, developing actionable insights at every step to help them get through certain types of assessments or critical, skill sets they need to be more, developed in a specific area. But it also helps managers, right, create real-time graphs or charts to help the leaders get insights into what's happening with their employees around learning outcomes, skill gaps, people that are progressing faster than others, and ROI. And so the combination of these types of efficiency and personalized learning solutions with analytics really helps you ensure that you get training that's not just a checkbox, right? Not just one size fits all, but something that actually evolves into a very personalized and specific, right, to the employee as a strategic advantage. And that's where we see a tremendous value generation for businesses.